Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Carina and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing the February premium box for Boxycharm for 2023. Yes, I know it's March, but unfortunately the box arrived when I was on vacation, which meant that I wasn't able to get it filmed before we left, obviously, or even in the month of February. So here we are now. It's coming a little bit late. Apologies for that. We're going to discuss my premium box, and if you guys already caught my base box unboxing for February, February's not the month. It's not the month for Boxycharm. This box is better if you did see my base box unboxing. Some interesting things going on with this box. So let's just dive right into what I received for my particular variation. Again, for Boxycharm Premium February 2023. The theme, of course, this month is Treat Your Heart Out. As usual, I'm going to start off with my choice items, because you get to customize since I do pay for my own box. The first set of choices that we had for premium, you'll see we had the Eloise Beauty. There was a blush palette, or there was the Herbivore Botanicals Serum. Now, with the blush palette, right, I've got so many blushes, and although like the texture of that looked really gorgeous and pretty, ultimately it's like, especially with those bright, vibrant colors, how much use am I really going to get in that, especially when I do have blushes in my collection that I haven't even touched yet, honestly, just because, again, blush takes me so long to go through. So although it was pretty, generally this choice was a little bit more of a default, where I opted for the Herbivore Botanicals and the Cloud Jelly Serum. So the packaging looks like this. We've got some cute little strawberries on the side, some mushrooms on the side. And right off the bat, that intrigued me a little bit more. Did I really look up this serum before I picked it? I don't really think I did. I just kind of looked at the two items. But we're looking at this bottle here. So again, it's supposed to be a hydrating serum. Supposed to have mushrooms in it to, again, help with hydration. We got collagen. We've got strawberry extract for brightening. So it's like, based on those directions, it's like, okay, you know what? I'm actually kind of excited about this. I do still really want to try the Glow Recipe Strawberry Serum. That is on my list. But for this serum, so it looks like this, right? And lovely, nice little light pink here. I'm interested to see the texture eventually, although it's interesting that, like, look how lopsided that sticker is on there. That's like all over the place. This one's good. That one's nice. This one, though, ooh, someone had a rough day. So I am more excited about this product than I originally was, and it does have a retail value of $63. And of course, all of these prices are USD because Boxycharm comes from the States. So that's a pretty big price tag. So we will see how this one performs. Again, no, I do have so many serums, and of course I did get serums previously. So it's going to be a while before I'm able to try this particular one out, but I am excited, and I'm more excited about it than I was when I originally made my choice for this item. Which then brought us to the second choice item. So as you guys are saying, I had two options. There was the Beauty Bakery. There was a stick primer, and there was the Ren Clean Skincare. It was another serum. And this choice, honestly, guys, I was not excited about this particular choice. In terms of the Beauty Bakery Primer, I have tried a few things from the brand. I've liked what I have tried from the brand. But one, I have so many primers, because again, Boxycharm sends me that a ton. Like, I've got years worth of primers, I think, at this point. Plus, with it being in a stick format, that just really didn't appeal to me. So, the Ren Clean Skincare, again, I already had chosen this serum over here for my first option. And I generally don't get a lot of redness, right? If I do tend to get redness, it's more from the skin being dry rather than from other things that prompt redness. So I don't get a lot of redness. The occasional, sometimes I do. So again, this led me to this choice of which one, right? I'm not very excited about either product, but I did end up choosing to go with the Ren skincare. Now that does mean I did get 2 serums in this box. Yes, technically that is my own box. I picked both of them, but still. So this is the Ren. This is their Redness Relief Serum. It has a retail value of $76. Now I just want to note quickly on the pricing. Normally I pull my prices from Boxycharm, but for whatever reason there isn't an option to review the premium box. So I had to go through and find these prices myself. So I did try to stick again with the US prices. So looking at Sephora.com instead of Sephora.ca like my usual. So I pulled some prices from there. But the stuff that isn't on Sephora, I did have to go to the company website. So hopefully those prices are all accurate for you. If not, that's the reason why. But yeah, $76 for this. So it's expensive. So it's supposed to calm. It's supposed to relieve discomfort that's caused by irritated or sensitive skin that's prone to redness. It's supposed to strengthen the moisture barrier, so that seems like an okay thing, right? That might be able to still be beneficial for me. Yeah, it's designed for sensitive, reactive, or redness-prone skin. So, will I still get some use out of this? Maybe. Reading the side, that makes me a little bit more open to it. Again, it does have mushroom in it. I like that, right? And we've got some claims about anti-pollution. Sure. The bottle itself, it looks like this. I appreciate that it does come with a pump on it. That is always a nice feature. It is very nice, kind of clean, simplistic packaging. The sticker is actually aligned on this item here. The green is a nice choice, again, to counterbalance red. So am I excited about this product? Definitely more excited about the other serum. Will I still get some use out of this? Potentially, hopefully. I'll decide later on. But those were my choices. Now let's get into, and I think everyone got this, and that's this guy. So this is the Refreshments. This is their Velvet Body Cream in Unscented. Now, of course, we all know about the merger with Ipsy and Boxycharm at this point. Fine, whatever. And I have picked a body cream before. It was a choice item, I think, back in the summer, where it's like, okay, you know what? I'll try this, like $34 USD body cream compared to the other choice. Why not? I think it had a bit of a light floral scent to it. But an unscented body cream. Again, I understand that for some people, you know, they don't want the fragrance, they don't want that potential extra irritant, or if some fragrances do actually irritate other people's skin. But for myself, when I am using a body cream, a body lotion, body oil, body anything, and a lot of my skincare too, right? I'm generally not too sensitive to fragrance. I like the experience of those products, and that's one of the reasons why I love Glow Recipes so much. It's the experience that goes along with the fruit, right? When I can use unscented, or when I choose to use unscented products, right, sometimes if I have like a bad headache, but I still want to do a body moisturization process, then I'll generally reach into something that is unscented, or that is like a shea butter, so it's a very light scent. But of course, in that situation, generally if my head hurts that badly that I'm more sensitive to scent, I'm not going to bother moisturizing myself. So, although I understand doing an unscented body product, like I totally get that, it's just not my personal preference. And especially at this price tag, right? This price tag for this guy, it retails for $14 USD. And really, right, 235 milliliters of product in here. I'd rather, nice little spoiler for a haul that I'm going to be doing. You'll keep an eye out for that video. Right, I would rather go to Bath & Body Works. You'll see this one coming up in a haul. This one has 226 grams, or 8 ounces. So again, basically the same size, slight difference there, but basically the same. If I was to pay regular price for this, this would be $16.50 Canadian. So of course you gotta do your conversion. But I buy these when they go on sale for $4.95. And this is going to be more enjoyable of experience than this one's going to be, just based on the scent. Now, hopefully this has a lovely formula. It's supposed to be nourishing. It's supposed to be restoring, non-greasy, 24-hour hydration. So is Bath & Body Works supposed to be 24-hour hydration. It literally says it right there on it. It's supposed to be kind to the skin. I like that it doesn't have paraffins, phthalates, sulfates, no gluten, no nut allergens, cruelty-free, allergy-free, clinically tested, dermatologically tested. Right, great. Fine. But again, because of the brand it's coming from, because of what I can get myself, about the same price, but are really even better. And of course, because it's unscented, I've ranted about this product enough. I'm sure it'll be fine. It will get used eventually. I'm sure at some point I'll be glad to have an unscented option. But when we're looking at this particular box, it's like, and I'm trying to be good as well, right? So when I came back from my vacation, obviously I had both of my base and my premium box come at the same time, essentially, because usually there is a difference between them. But because I was away, they were here when I came back. I opened the base box first, so some of my disappointment, I'm trying not to transfer it over to the premium box as well. But this box has some interesting things. So let's get to the next item. Let's talk about this item next. So I've already gotten rid of the outer packaging. Apologies, I did that for another product too. This, of course, is the Complex Culture. This is their full-time eyeshadow palette edit 3. It is supposed to have workwear colors, it's supposed to have brunch colors, and it's supposed to have night out colors. So, kind of creating the looks for you. Now, I haven't tried the Complex Culture eyeshadow yet. I do have from them, it was their bronzer highlighter quad, and I really like that. I can only use really one of the bronzers, one of the highlighters in there, so I really can only use half the palette. But I do enjoy the ones that I can use. So you know what? I'm willing to give this one a try. And it's pretty. It's pretty. So here on this side we have the workwear colors, some nice neutral browns here. We've got the pinks for the brunches, and then we've got these purples for a night out. Now, if I'm looking at them the way they have set it up, where I use this row or this one, or these columns, I should say, I don't really know how I'd put a look together with these ones in here, but I'm probably going to break the rules and kind of mix them, play with them. I do like that there's some options for crease colors, just because there are a couple different ones we can put in there. We've got something for deepening up that outer corner. Now, you may note, right, that middle pink color here, right, there's a little bit of some extra texture to it, so I'm not really sure what happened there. So it looks like a little bit like on that side, it's like there's like some side pan there. You can kind of see it there. It looks like a little bit crumbled. So, I mean, not the best, but you know what? It's a pretty palette. I'm willing to give it a try, and we'll see what goes on with this guy. Let's talk about the most interesting product in terms of packaging that I have seen in a little while. That's this guy. Is it a brush? It looks like brushes. It's not brushes. This is the Ace Beaute. This is their Pout Perfect Liquid Lipstick. And guys, like, I got the shade Manifest. Look. Okay, so this packaging, right, like that's quite something. Now, this is going to be a love-hate relationship with the packaging. Let's see if I can get this out here. Okay, that was a struggle to get it out of the box, but this is the packaging. You can see the color of the liquid lipstick. I'm hoping that's not going to wash me out. I'm going to be willing to try it, though. This packaging is something. Now, where my mind first went, I think it was Kathleen Lights, who so long ago did some reviews of like some very high-end luxury makeup. I think it was like Louis Vuitton or something. And I don't remember the exact brand, but this general vibe, that's where my brain went. I think this is a statement piece here. Just gonna throw it back in the box so it's a bit easier to show you guys. So with this packaging, you're gonna love it and hate it, right? So when I think of this packaging, this is gonna take up a fair amount of space. It's gonna be Not too difficult to store because I do have, holders that I can just kind of plop my item in there and it'll be fine. But for some people, yeah, that is quite big and bulky and might be a little bit harder to travel with because it definitely is not going to fit into your pocket, especially with how women's fashion pockets are. But it is, again, it reminded me of like whatever that brand was for very high-end luxury makeup, which of course I'm never going to be touching because why would I pay $100 for a lipstick? This one's $17.99. I was honestly shocked at that price of how cheap it was considering this packaging. $17.99, at least on Beaute's website. My husband, when we opened it up, it kind of looks like a phylactery. So at some point, I am hoping I'm going to be able to roll this in to my This Is Fantasy project pan because it just looks like an item in a fantasy world. Like, that's just so darn cool. I almost don't care if the lip product is good. Obviously, I hope it's good. I hope the color looks okay on me. I got the color Manifest. But if it's not, this is probably going to become a display item because it's just so cool looking. And of course, the fantasy lover and myself, yeah, I agree. It looks like a phylactery. That, of course, brings us to the final item in the palette. And again, we had 2 serums, which was my own fault. But still, we had 2 serums. And we also had 2 eyeshadow palettes. Now, I do wish they were better spaced out to not have 2 eyeshadow palettes in the same box. I'd also rather get them like in different months as well. Otherwise, it's kind of a flashback to what was it like? There was one July where I literally got 3 bronzers across like 3 boxes in a row. Then I got 2 setting sprays in the same month. And it's like, again, I'm excited about the item. Just, I wish sometimes Boxycharm did a better job spacing them out so that you're able to enjoy them. Especially since I do my eyeshadow usage project pan. Right, so I did get an eyeshadow palette in January. That was a choice item for myself. I've got these palettes in. I haven't even had a chance to roll anything into that project yet. And I've got a whole bunch of new palettes. So, anyway. Thought about placement aside. This is the Ciate London. This is the Royal Edition palette. And, yeah. It's kind of royal. So unfortunately it's going to be the video where I blind you guys all the time, but this is what the palette looks like. So again, it's a very warm toned palette. We've got lots of varieties of colors in here, lots of crease color options. I like things like this green. I know other people have commented on it. Palace Gardens, like that just looks so cool. This one here, yeah, diamonds, of course. That looks like a gorgeous topper. We've got the royal blue. Right. We've got Spectre here. That's kind of an interesting name. That one kind of stood out to my husband as why is that one in the palette? But you know what? Pretty. I am willing to give this palette a shot. I have tried some Ciate London eyeshadows. I do want to play more with them. So we'll give this one a go. Now, I was actually surprised at the price tag of this because considering how big this palette is, this is only $22. $22. I think I forgot to mention it earlier, but the Complex Culture palette, this is $28. So this one is more expensive than this one. And again, just to kind of give kind of a bit of a side-by-side comparison there, you're right, you can kind of see what we're working with. Some similar overlaps with those browns, totally fine. But yeah, this one's cheaper. Wow. And that's everything. That's what I received within my Boxycharm variation for February 2023. So again, we've got a bit of a spread. We do have 2 serums. We do have 2 eyeshadow palettes. We also do have the body cream. We've got this very fun packaging liquid lipstick. So it is makeup heavy, and if you had chosen the other option, your variation, and still got the rest of these items, that would have been entirely makeup, right? So I know a lot of people really enjoy those makeup heavy boxes. I like the mix, right? I'm good if it's also an all makeup box. I do enjoy that as well. But again, I just wish the spacing was a little bit better by getting the 2 serums, the 2 eyeshadow palettes, to get the unscented body cream from... Again, we do have 2 Ipsy brand items in here, and I'm willing to give both of them a try. That's fine, but a lot of Ipsy representation within this box. Again, I know the merger is coming. So if all of the numbers I found online are correct, that means that the total value for this particular box is $220.99, which is a pretty decent high value. And again, most of that is coming from these two serums right over here. This one's decent, right? It's pretty good, especially on the heels of the base box. Which again, subscription boxes, it's the name of the game. Sometimes you get really great items. Sometimes the box variation isn't as good for you, but at least the monetary value is still there. And even with my choice items, even if I only looked at this one serum, which was my choice item, right, that serum was worth $63. That's more than what I paid for the entire box. And so that context, right, putting in context, what am I actually paying for? What's the value? I'm still going to get use out of all of these items eventually. So you know what? It's okay. It's all good. So that is what I got in my February premium variation. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do I have some hidden gems in here? What did you guys receive in your own Boxycharms? Thank you guys so much for joining me for this unboxing today. And of course, we're going to see what happens. Right next month is going to be the last time that we're going to do just a basic Boxycharm unboxing for both base and premium. They are promising big things for, of course, Women's History Month, so we'll see what we're getting for that final box. And then we'll see what happens when we get that transition over to the really merged Ipsy Boxycharm experience in April. So lots of new things coming. I'm sure I'll share my thoughts along the way, and I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.